Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Quincy Youth Arena. This is Bill Graney for Quincy Access TV, here to bring you the first opening round of the South Sectionals of the MIAA Massachusetts State Hockey Tournament, featuring the North Quincy Red Raiders versus the Plymouth North Eagles. I'm anticipating a pretty good game here, as both of these teams come in with winning records. North Quincy is seeded number 8 in this division, and Plymouth is number 9, so I expect a barn burner, as we have both teams now going to their respective blue lines, and we're going to have the national anthem. Okay, that's our national anthem, and as always, we pay tribute to our veterans here and our veterans that are protecting us overseas, our police officers and our firefighters. As I said, North Quincy finished second in their league. They are led by head coach Mike Carletti, assistant coaches Will Tatum, Scott McCarrion, Matt Gibbons, and Matt Holtz. The captains are Brandon Gilmore, Paul Reardon, and Kevin Chenette. The Plymouth North Eagles are led by head coach John Green, Emerson Coleman, Brian Hitchings, and Gordon McRae are the assistants. The captains for Plymouth are Tom McGinnis, Tim Hitchings, Dan Alstead, and J.J. Silva. All right, opening up the game for Plymouth, it'll be the McGinnis brothers with John Holmes on one wing. For the Red Raiders, Matty Rodriguez, Brandon Gilmore, and Reardon. Matt Brundage is in net for the Raiders, and Jordan Remy is in goal for the Plymouth. Plymouth controlled the draw, took the play right down into the Raiders' end. They had a quick shot on goal, and Matty Brundage was right up to the task. I expect the first 5 to 6 or 7 minutes to be a kind of a feeling out period as here's a quick break. Just got ahead of him. As Brandon Whitehouse on a quick shift coming out tried to take control, as Coach Carletti has already made a quick change here, as I think he wants to control the tempo of what lines he wants against each other. McGinnis again steals it, comes down the right, fires in on Brundage, and Brundage quickly makes the save. Both teams are changing up right now. Coach Carletti is sending out for the Raiders. Richardson, Graham, and Nelson. For the Plymouth North Eagles, we have Timmy Lawrence, Cody Holmes, and Jamie Woods, with Dan Alstead and Mark Holmes on defense. Plymouth kind of controlling the tempo here, as you hear the Plymouth North fans letting everybody here in Quincy know that Plymouth's come to play and they support their team. Drop back in a quick offside, and we're going to have a draw just outside the zone, as the North Quincy fans have fired right back with that quick tempo and pace. Let's go Raiders. Okay, draw control by North Quincy. Dumped in by the Raiders. Quick shot on net, goes kicked off to the right. Matty Rodriguez tries to pick it up, throws it behind the net. Where we got Paul Reardon, one of the captains, fighting for it. Gilmore's back out there. Puck controlled by Plymouth. Great forechecking by Rodriguez and Reardon, as they've kept the puck right here and have Plymouth pinned in the zone. Puck picked up by Gilmore, a little bit of a misfire, but picked up by Jake Mulaney on defense. He throws it back in. Mulaney then picks it back up. He tries to get his team outside. Very fast pace here in the first minute and 30 seconds, as the Rays have just changed up again. They send out Richardson, Graham, and Nelson. And we got the first penalty of the game coming up. It looks like a Borden call. Let's see who it's against. And the North Quincy Red Raiders are going to be going right on the power play, as we got a Borden penalty to Liam Cosgrove, number 19, just 2 minutes into the period. So we'll get a look at North Quincy's power play and the Plymouth North special team shorthanded. Here comes Gilmore. Gilmore coming through center ice, looking for a lot of room. Skates in, fires it high over the shoulder of Jordan Remy, as Gilmore took it coast to coast and let a good shot off. Puck goes back out. Controlled back by the Raiders outside the zone. They dump it back in as they clear out. Very aggressive forecheck by Brandon Whitehouse. Puck picked back up again by Gilmore. Gets it over to Matty Rodriguez, and he hits the post. Excuse me, great shot by Rodriguez, but it just hit the post as it beat Jordan Remy. Very fast opening 3 minutes here, as North Quincy has clearly shown some superiority while, though, on the power play. They've controlled this first minute. There's 32 seconds left on the power play. Rodriguez gets it back over. Fire shot, save. Nice save by Jordan Ray on a good shot from the point by number 12, Timmy Marks. Okay, here we go. Draw control by Noah. Now picked up by Trevor Richardson. He throws it around. Tried to keep in by Rodriguez, but Plymouth clears it the length of the ice. 15 seconds left on a very strong power play by the Raiders. Some good goaltending by Jordan Ray of Plymouth. Kept Plymouth in it. And, of course, Matty Rodriguez hit the post. Okay, puck control by Gilmore. Gilmore tries to get it in the center ice into Rodriguez. He can't. He gets it over to Trevor Richardson. Richardson dumps it in. Plymouth now breaking out. Dan McGinnis brings it in, gets it over to his brother, Tom McGinnis. McGinnis lets it fly. Tom McGinnis is the center on this line. He's the captain of his team, and he's had 3 terrific shots here in the opening few minutes. But Brundage has been up to the task. A very fast-paced first 3 minutes and 30 seconds, up and down. I don't think these kids can go like this the whole way, but I'll be very curious to see. Draw control by the Raiders. Picked up by Kevin Chenette. Kevin Chenette throws it up along the boards, where it's picked up by Brandon Whitehouse. Now it's stolen away by Tom McGinnis. He brings it from his left to his right, takes it over in the corner, tries to center it in front to number 3, Dan McGinnis, but they lose control. Now the puck is thrown back out. Picked up by number 11, Tim Hitchings, as he tries to get it out of the zone. Play right now a little bit in the neutral zone as the pace is slowed down a little bit after this really, really furious first 4 minutes. Okay, puck control by the Raiders. Number 17, Kevin Chenette, tries to get it up in the center ice. Throws it over to Brandon Glynn. Brandon Glynn dumps it in, and the Raiders change up again. We get Roden Gilmore on Rodriguez out there. Puck control by Bobby Fontana on defense. He threw it back in, but here comes Plymouth coming out. Timmy Lawrence bringing it down the right side. Loses control, picked up by Redden, but some aggressive work by defenseman Mark Holmes, and he keeps it in. Gets it over, stolen away by Gilmore. Gilmore flying in, trying to get inside, but he's broken up by Hitchings, and we get a whistle for an offside, and we'll have a face-off just outside the Plymouth Eagles zone. 10-14 in a packed Quincy Youth Arena, as there was tremendous support for both the North Quincy Red Raiders, as I see a lot of very familiar faces around, and Plymouth North, 30 miles south. They brought a strong contingent of fans too, and it's great to be here on such a terrific night watching quality high school hockey in the opening round of the state tournament. Puck control by the Raiders. They lose it. Here comes Plymouth breaking out. Little up pass to number 10, Justin Fagoli. Justin takes it over in the corner, tries to center it in front, centers it in front to Liam Cosgrove. Cosgrove can't make the connection as it just slips by Brundage. Plymouth now in control down in the end, but it's picked up now by the North defense, and they're trying to get control. Aggressive forecheck by Plymouth is keeping the North Quincy High defenseman bottled up as they try to get it out of the zone. Picked up once again by Derek Graham as he's trying to get it out. He finally gets it thrown out, but it's dumped right back in the North Quincy zone where it's thrown out, and we've got an icing coming up. So we've played almost 6 minutes in a very, very fast-paced game here. I'd say the shots on net are about equal. Other than the power play for North Quincy, the play, I would say, is still 50-50 as they're feeling each other out. McGinnis and Holmes back out there for the Raiders, for the Eagles this McLean, Glenn, and Whitehouse, as this appears to be the matchup that Coach Carletti is looking for. He feels that this young line can skate and forecheck very well against Plymouth's top line. Okay, puck sent back out into the zone, picked up by Plymouth as they try to get it ahead. Knocked back into the zone, where it's picked back up by the Raiders, and we got an offside. As Brian McLean tried to throw it in there, but Brandon Whitehouse just couldn't get out. So we're going to change up again with 8:40 left here in the opening period of this State South Sectional Division II opening round playoffs, as this Massachusetts State Hockey Tournament started last night and will be going on until we crown a champion in 4 divisions over the next 3 or 4 weeks. Puck stolen by Rodriguez. He threw it in on Jordan Remy, and Jordan made a big save. Picked up by Timmy Lawrence. He tries to get it over to Jamie Wood. Jamie Wood controlling it, tries to throw it in front. Nothing going on there. Is strong defensive play by the Raiders defenseman. And they've kind of kept Plymouth at bay when they're trying to get it into the zone there. Okay, puck picked up by 7, but Paul Ridness, he threw it in on Remy. Another shot by Gilmore goes high over Remy's head. Picked back up. Now this shift has become a little bit of a very aggressive play on the part of the North Quincy line, but Remy did a nice job, deflected it up into the net, and we're going to have a face-off just to his right as both teams are changing up again. Silva, Fagoli, and Cosgrove out there for Plymouth. Fernald. Graham, Nelson, and Richardson out there for the Raiders. Plymouth trying to break out. As Fagoli tried to throw it in, he lost it back in the neutral zone where it's picked up by Mark Holmes. Holmes tries to bring it in. He's pushed off into the foul boards on a strong play by Trevor Richardson. But Plymouth with some aggressive forecheck is trying to keep the action in there. Thrown right back in by defenseman Hitchings, deflects over into the corner, and here comes the Raiders again. Dumped in by Trevor Richardson, who takes a strong clean hit from Tim Hitchings. Puck goes back up, but it's thrown back in by the Raiders again. Whitehouse, McLean, and Glenn out there right now, but the puck's picked up by Dan McGinnis. He tries to get it up to his brother Tom McGinnis, the captain. Now Dan has it again, makes a move, gets in, and puts it up in the right-hand corner and scores the goal as he beats Brundage. As the Plymouth Eagle fans go wild. Puck was controlled by Tom McGinnis, threw it over to the left to his brother Dan, who made a couple of nice moves, took it into the middle, showed Brundage his shoulder, then flipped it up over Brundage's right shoulder for a 1-goal lead with 6 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the first period. All right, we're going to give the goal to Dan McGinnis, number 3, with assists to number 11, Tim Hitching, and number 14, Zach Pretty. So it wasn't his brother Tom that gave him the puck as I had first thought. A great goal by him as Plymouth opens up a 1-0 lead here in the first period. Okay, draw controlled by nobody. Now it's picked up by the Raiders. Raiders trying to get it out of zone. Stolen by number 21, Timmy Lawrence, but he loses it. And here comes the Raiders coming out of the zone, trying to get it over to Matty Rodriguez. Matty throws it in. Brandon Gilmore in on the forecheck, trying to take control. Can't get the control. Stolen away by Matt Rodriguez. He gets it in front, deflected off the skate of one of the defensemen. Picked back up by Gilmore. He's taking it behind the net. Tries to get it into Paul Ryan, but he can't. And here comes Plymouth, 3-on-1. Tim Hitchings, where he's taken out of the play by Jimmy Mulaney, by Jake Mulaney, but the ref's got his finger up, and it looks like Mulaney's going out for a cross-check. So Mulaney will be going in the box. The Plymouth Eagles will be going on the power play, and now we'll get a look at the penalty-killing unit of the Red Raiders and a look at the power play of the Plymouth Eagles. Okay, McGinnis, and Holmes out there with Hitchings and Alstead on defense. Quick shot in, quickly cleared out and thrown back down into the Plymouth end. Puck controlled by Mark Holmes. Holmes gets it up to Dan Alstead. Throws it in on Brundage, and Brundage makes the save. Draw will be to his left. 22 seconds gone in this penalty. The Raiders doing a very good job. Okay, we're going to send it out a different setup. Cody Holmes, Timmy Lawrence, and Jamie Wood now out there on the power play. Draw controlled by Plymouth. Timmy Lawrence throws it in the corner where it's picked up by the Raiders. Now it's picked back up by Plymouth. Get it out to the point to Matty Holmes. Holmes can't control it. Throws it in the back. And we get another penalty coming up. This one's going to be on Plymouth. As we got Matty Holmes going out for Plymouth. Looked like a cross check. So now we're going to play 4 aside for 50 seconds, and the Raiders will have a power play for 40 seconds. Draw control by the Red Raiders. Get out into the middle of the zone. Picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore beats number 11. Gets it by 11, but just loses it just in front. Picked up by Plymouth. Plymouth throws it in the center ice, where it's picked back up by the Raiders. Like a ping pong ball, it went off a couple of skates, but now it's thrown deep into the North Quincy end, where it's picked up by Jake Mullaney. Jake Mullaney on defense. There's a correction on that penalty. I had given it to Mullaney, but that penalty was on Jeanette. As Mullaney's out there on the penalty kill, and he's doing a fine job. And I stand corrected on my first penalty call. Okay, puck control by Plymouth. We're playing 4-on-4. Tom McGinnis tried to control it, but he lost it. Puck now in the neutral zone as the Raiders are trying to pick it up. Picked up by Gilmore. Here comes Gilmore trying to get inside. Throws it in, goes wide by Jordan Remy. Thrown back out of the zone. Thrown cross ice in front of the Plymouth bench to Gilmore as both teams are starting to tire a little bit. They've been out there for a long time. The Raiders right now are on a power play, and we got an offside as the puck just trickled out of the zone. 9 seconds left on the power play. 3:23 left here in the opening period. A very hard fought and furious paced game, as these boys are going to need. They're going to need this 10 or 12 minutes in between periods. All right, draw control by North Quincy as Whitehouse went in all alone, and Jordan Remy was up to the task. Put down the pad and threw the puck off into the corner. North Quincy's best scoring opportunity right off the draw. All right, now Plymouth with a little bit of a fury, trying to get it in front. Brundage kicks it off to the side. Picked back up by Timmy Lawrence. He tries to center it. 2:50 left in the first period. Very hard-fought period. Fast-paced. Puck picked back up by Plymouth. Circling this, Cody Holmes takes it in the center. Can't get by Trevor Richardson. Richardson picks it back up, but it's picked back up by number 7, Dan Alstead. He throws it right back out into the neutral zone. Puck now thrown down into the Plymouth end. Picked up by the Plymouth defense. Timmy Lawrence tries to get it ahead to 19, Liam Cosgrove, as both teams were changing up. Graham Richardson and Nelson out there right now for the Raiders, and we got a whistle for icing, and we're going to bring this thing back in the Plymouth zone. 1-0 on a goal by Dan McGinnis with about 10 minutes gone in the first period, followed up by a great scoring opportunity by number 11, Brandon Whitehouse, and an even greater save by goaltender number 30, Jordan Remy. Draw now controlled by the Presidents, but it's kicked out as Gilmore tries to keep it in, but Reardon's stuck in the zone. Now Gilmore steals it, gets away, fires, and Remy's up to the task. Not a very good scoring opportunity for Brandon Gilmore. 1 minute 47 seconds left as Remy holds on, and we're going to have a face-off right here deep in the Plymouth Eagles zone. Draw control by the Raiders. Thrown back in. Reardon trying to get a hold of it. Can't quite get a hold of it. Throws it in on Remy, and Remy makes another save. Tom McGinnis and Brandon Gilmore out there on the draw. Gilmore is thrown out. Matt Rodriguez goes in to take the draw. Rodriguez pushes it ahead in front, but can't make any type of a connection as it's picked back up by the Plymouth Eagles. Good forechecking by Rodriguez, but North Quincy couldn't take advantage of the situation. Puck now in the neutral zone. Plymouth trying to break it out. Here comes Dan McGinnis coming down on his off wing, the right side. Feeds it in front, but nobody's there. Here comes the Raiders again. Puck picked up by Gilmore as he's going right through the middle, trying to hold on. Puck thrown back in. Rodriguez with a backhand that just goes by the shot side. Another foot. Just a foot off. Throws it right back in front. Picked up by Valpondo. Valpondo gets it to Reardon. Reardon throws it in front of Gilmore. And Gilmore sends it high over the net. Another great scoring opportunity as North Quincy, this line has been very aggressive and shown some strong offensive spark, but here comes Plymouth 2-on-1. Great play in defense by Joe Valpondo to break up the play. Puck control now by Chenette. Chenette gets it over to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to get it ahead, can't. Gets it back over and it's dumped into North Quincy. Back into the Plymouth North zone with 16 seconds left in the period. Puck picked up by number 6 for Plymouth, Jamie Wood. And we got offside Timmy Lawrence in there, maybe a half a stride ahead on the right-hand side. So we'll have a draw in the neutral zone just in front of the North Quincy bench. 9 seconds left here in the opening period of a very well-played first-round game in the Division II South Sectionals, hosted by North Quincy here at Quincy Youth Arena. All right, Plymouth's just going to rag the puck. There's the buzzer. That'll be the end of the first period. And as we come to a close, as both teams head to the locker room for a well-deserved break, Plymouth is ahead 1-0 on a goal by Dan McGinnis, with assists to Tim Hitchings and Zach Pritting at 9 minutes and 30 seconds of the first period. So we're going to take a little break while they clean the ice, and we'll be back at the start of the second period. Welcome back to Quincy Youth Arena. This is Bill Graney for Quincy Access TV, along with my cameraman Pete Doherty. We're about to bring you the second period of this opening round South Sectional Division II state playoff game between the host North Quincy Red Raiders and the Plymouth North Eagles, with the Plymouth North Eagles currently holding a 1-0 lead on a goal by Dan McGinnis, assisted by Tim Hitchings and Zach Pritty. Okay, the referee's got his hand up. We're ready. We're going to get set to drop the puck, and here we go to start the opening of the second period. Puck controlled by Plymouth, now taken away by the Red Raiders. Now picked up by Brandon Whitehouse as he's trying to bring it down in the corner, get it in front. Try to get a shot on Mark Remy. Puck taken into the corner, thrown back out in front. Picked up by Plymouth, but kept in by Joe Valpondo as he goes. The puck trickles behind the net as Whitehouse is on the forecheck again. Picked up by Bobby Fontana. He throws it in front, but it's controlled by Plymouth. They break it out, but Brandon Whitehouse steals it. Draw control by stolen away by Brendan Glenn. He throws it in front. Remy lost it for a second, but then covered it quickly as Plymouth breaks back out. Good back check and defensive play by Brian McLean, as now it's taken behind the net by Valpondo. Valpondo takes a peek, brings it up. Gets it over to Brendan Glenn. Glenn tries to throw it in, but loses it to the Plymouth defenseman. He sends it all the way down the length of the ice, and we're going to have an icing. So while we have a quick little break here in the action, I want to let all our Quincy Access viewers know that a week from Saturday, right here at Quincy Youth Arena will be the third annual Guns and Hoses benefit hockey game, which is the Quincy Police Officers hockey team versus the Quincy Firefighters hockey team. This has been a sellout and a tremendous event the past 2 years. Raises a lot of money for several local charities. You got to get here early. This rink fills up fast. We've had to turn people away. It's a great event, a great way to support your city, a great way to support your heroes, the fire and the police. So come on down. We'll be doing it. You can watch it later, but come on down Saturday night, March 7th for the Guns and Hoses, the third edition. Okay, draw controlled by Plymouth. Controlled by the Raiders, rather. And it sneaks down on a Remy, who kicks it aside. Puck picked up by Kevin Chenette. Kevin Chenette throws it in. Mikey Nelson on the forecheck. Gets it back to Jake Mulaney. Mulaney gets it back over to Mikey Nelson. He throws it back in. Brandon Gilmore on the forecheck, but it's picked up by Plymouth. Puck picked up by Val Pondo. Val Pondo gets it out. Bobby Fontana, the other defenseman. Rodriguez, Gilmore, and Reardon. North Quincy's #1 line, controlled by Val Pondo. He throws it in, but Remy makes the save. Raiders trying to get back. Now it's picked up by Rodriguez. He's got a little bit of break. Makes a move, gets it in front, gets it up, and Remy just gets the glove on it. Nice save by Remy, as Rodriguez made a very, very nice play. Took the defenseman to his left and bodied him out of the way, took it right in front, threw it on Remy, but Remy just got his glove on it and sent it high up over the net. Very good scoring opportunity for the Raiders here in the opening minutes of the first period. Okay. Plymouth changes up. Draw control by Gilmore. Gilmore, Whitehouse, and Rodriguez out there right now. Val Pondo with the puck. Picked up by Brendan Glenn. Gilmore's out there with Glenn and Whitehouse, and Val Pondo on the point as I missed a penalty and the Raiders are on the power play. Let me get a look at that number that's in the box. I'm sorry I missed that, but the Raiders are on the penalty. It's one of the assistant captains. So it looks like it's Tim Hitchings that's in there. I'm not sure what the call was, but the Raiders are now on the power play. As both of them are knocked, Gilmore knocked out of the box, draw taken by Whitehouse, kept in by Val Pondo as the Raiders are trying to set up here. Val Pondo with the puck, gets it over to Rodriguez. He lets it go, and Remy's up to the task. He makes another good save. As the Red Raiders are throwing all sorts of rubber at this kid, but he's been up to every occasion. Okay, Plymouth changes up. They get a new penalty killing unit out there. Puck controlled by Dan Alstead. He throws it around the back, and they do get it out of the zone. Rodriguez picks it up in center ice, tries to get it ahead, but it's stolen away. Stolen away by number 12. Cody Holmes, who lost it coming in. Now here comes Rodriguez coming out. Makes a couple of moves. Loses the puck in the corner. Throws it along the defensive boards. Tries to get it back over to Rodriguez. Gilmore gets it over to Rodriguez. There's a shot again. Puck in front. Remy up to the task. That's 3 good scoring opportunities here in this power play. But an outstanding job by the penalty killing unit of the Plymouth Eagles, and a great job by their goaltender, Jordan Remy, as he's shut the door on North Quincy's big line here in the power play. Draw control by Gilmore, gets it back to Rodriguez, loses a little bit but throws it in the corner over to Whitehouse. Whitehouse gets to the Val Pondo, back to Gilmore, nobody can see the puck, puck's in front, there it is, loose again, Remy's on it, can't keep it in. And we got an offside. 5 seconds left on the penalty. We had an offside as once again North Quincy keeps peppering this young man, Jordan Remy, but he just keeps making save after save. Okay, 4 minutes gone here in the second period. Draw control by the Raiders. They throw it deep in there in the Plymouth end. Puck picked up by Matty Holmes as he tries to get it out. He's looking around, gets it up to number 11. 11 throws it in the center to the captain, Tom McGinnis. McGinnis, puck knocked away, and a great play by the defenseman, Mulaney. Plymouth trying to keep it. Okay, puck stolen away by number 10, Mike Nelson. Semi-breakaway, coming back from the rear. We got no call. Looked like it could have been a trip, but he must have got most of the stick and a lot of the puck. Here comes Plymouth back. Tom McGinnis bringing it, gets it over his runner. Back into number 2, and what a save by Brundage. As it was tipped in front, Brundage made the save of the game by getting the pad out. Great save by Matty Brundage. Raiders struggling to get it out of the zone. Raiders now get it out of the zone. Save of the game by Matty Brundage to keep this game at 1-0. As I don't know how he got the leg out there, but what a great job. Okay, the Raiders trying to get it back. Back in the neutral zone. Throw it back down to the other end. As the pace and a little bit of the hitting is picked up, but it's good, clean, solid hitting. Puck stolen by North Quincy. Tries to get it in. Glenn got it over to McLean. McLean couldn't get a shot off. The pace once again has become furious. One of the fastest paced high school hockey games I've seen here in Quincy Arena in some time, as both these teams have come to play, and it's up and down, up and down. Okay, draw control by no one. Okay, kicked outside. Brendan Glenn trying to forecheck down, but he gets pushed off the puck by the Plymouth player. Liam Cosgrove made a nice play as he heads back over to the bench. Red Raiders try to keep it in, but they can't. Gilmore steals the puck back. Here comes Gilmore trying to get it ahead to Rodriguez, but he can't. Thrown down in, we got another icing. And we're going to have a draw just to the left of Plymouth goaltender Jordan Remy, who is keeping the Plymouth Eagles in the game right now, as North Quincy has been clearly superior here in the second period. Okay, draw deep down in the zone. Draw control by Gilmore, loses it. Little forecheck, but to no avail as it's picked up by Jamie Wood. Jamie Wood tries to bring it in, thrown back up outside the North Quincy zone. Now it's thrown deep in the North Quincy zone, where it's going to be picked up by Kevin Chenette. Chenette gets it ahead to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just dumps it out. But we got a stick over the shoulder, and we're going to have the draw just outside the Raiders zone. Excuse me, already 7 minutes gone in this period. A very fast and furious period right now. Whoa. Puck thrown high up into the net by Kevin Chenette, and we're gonna have a whistle and a draw just to the right of goaltender Matty Brundage. Okay, draw control by Gilmore. Gets it to Jake Mulaney. Mulaney gets it over to Rodriguez, where it's picked up by Brandon Gilmore. Gilmore tries to throw it in, just misses on the short side, where it's picked back up by Plymouth. Here comes Plymouth's captain, McGinnis. He fires it high. Great play by defenseman Joe Valpondo, as he makes a very nice play. Takes the shot off the stick, sends it up high into the roof cushion here, and we'll have a face-off just to Brundage's right. McGinnis, and Jake Holmes out there for Plymouth. Richardson, Graham, and Nelson out there for the Red Raiders. Draw controlled by Plymouth. Thrown back in, deflected off number 3. Dan McGinnis over into the far corner. Picked up by 18. He tries to make a play to Graham. Trevor Richardson tries to make a play, but it's picked up by Derek Graham. Derek Graham with a shot on net. And once again, a big save by Jordan Remy. Jordan Remy, the North Quincy offense, has been the story here in the second period, as it's been all over Remy from the opening seconds of this period, but Remy has been up to the task and has turned away every shot, and right now, in my book, has been the star of the game in this game. But we still got a long way to go. 7 minutes, 25 seconds left here in the second period. We got the whole third period to go, and we got a face-off down in the Plymouth zone. Gilmore, Rodriguez, and Whitehouse. Fontana and Valpondo on the defense. Draw control by Noah. Now North Quincy struggling to keep it in. Picked up by Rodriguez. He throws it off the glass. Gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to dig it out. Digs it out, throws it in front, but nobody was home. Picked back up by Rodriguez. Gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore shoots it high over the crossbar. Raiders being very strong and very aggressive in the Plymouth zone, but they just can't seem to put the puck by this kid. Okay, puck kicked ahead. Picked up by Valpondo. Valpondo gets it ahead to Whitehouse. Whitehouse gets it over on defense to Fontana. Fontana loses it to Timmy Lawrence. Lawrence throws it behind the net. Valpondo fighting along the boards. Puck over there in the corner. Nobody really wants to take possession. Plymouth throws it back out. Thrown in close where it's picked up by Gilmore. He sends it the length around the corner, but it's picked up by Danny Alstead for Plymouth. He keeps it in. Now it's out. Here comes Rodriguez. Oh, Matt Rodriguez. They almost sent him in on a breakaway, but he had to make a spin move and momentarily lost his balance. Now here comes Plymouth coming back hard. Jamie Wood, number 6. Gets it over to Timmy Lawrence. Wood still looking for it. Here come the Raiders out. As McLean tried to get it out, Brundage is going to hold it. He's going to take the whistle, and everybody's going to get a little bit of a breather. We've played 9 minutes here in the second period. Again, this pace has been at 100 miles an hour since the ref dropped the puck to start the game a period and a half ago. Up and down, up and down. Tremendous action. Great goaltending by both goalies, but I'd have to give the edge to the Plymouth goalie, Remy, right now, as he's kept his team in the game. All right, here comes, almost with a breakaway was Brendan Glenn, but he was yanked down by number 11, Tim Hitchings. And the Raiders will be going on their fourth power play. Hopefully this will be the one. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, draw control by the Raiders. Rodriguez gets it over to Valpondo. Looking for Gilmore. Can't see her. Gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to try to hit Gilmore going cross ice, but wasn't successful on the pass. Puck picked back up. Looked like a nice check by Gilmore, but they're going to call him for holding. So this is going to be, we're going to play 4 aside. As Gilmore goes into the box to negate the penalty, goes over very politely, asks the referee for an explanation, and gets in the box. As sportsmanship is the key here for both teams in a very well played game. Okay, we're playing 4 aside. Nice move by McGinnis to get around Whitehouse. Kicked aside by Plymouth. kept back in by Plymouth. Danny also trying to keep it in, then Brundage makes the save and holds on. 4:43 left here in the second period. The pace, as I've said, I've been repeating it, the pace has been fast and furious. I don't know how they're keeping it up, but they are. Draw control by Plymouth, taken away by Chenette. Chenette on the, Brian McLean on the forecheck, picked back up by Chenette. Chenette taking it down along the right board, throws it in, Remy kicks it off to the side. Cody Holmes takes it from behind the net. Now it's picked back up by Valpondo. Valpondo throws it in front. We're still playing for a side. Puck controlled by Plymouth. They throw it to the length of the ice. We're going to have an icing, and we'll have a draw just to the right of Plymouth goaltender Jeremy Remy. Jordan Remy, excuse me. North Quincy fans getting a little boisterous down there as they're trying to get their Red Raiders going. Draw control by Plymouth. Danny Alstead makes a nice play behind the Plymouth net, and out comes Tom McGinnis. He rushes it to center. He's got his brother Dan on the right wing. McGinnis still controls it, throws it in front to his brother Dan, who lost it. Looked like it was going to be a big play. Here comes Whitehouse, but he's all by himself. Gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez lets it go, and it flies high over the net. Here comes Plymouth trying to get it back out. Gets it back into McGinnis. Scurrying along the boards. Number 16, Jake Holmes. But it's taken away by North Quincy. Here comes North Quincy coming out. Here comes Gilmore. Puck picked up by Gilmore, gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez lets it go. Another fine save by Remy. Oh, potential breakaway for Timmy Lawrence, but he just can't keep control of it. Okay, we got a delay call coming up as Rodriguez gets it in front. Remy couldn't quite hold on to it. It fell in front of him. But we got another Plymouth penalty coming up for interference. And the Raiders will be going on the power play once again. Okay, North Quincy out there for their fifth power play. 2:52 left here in the second period. All right, we got a whistle. It's going to call it outside the zone. As Gilmore is down, he's struggling to get up. Because we're going to have a temporary delay in the action here. As Brandon Gilmore struggling to get up. Coach Carletti out there. Out comes the trainer for the MAIA, who, as safety is the number one rule, not only here at Quincy Youth Arena, but at all MAIA events, as there is a trainer on board, sits in the penalty box, medical staff outside the building at every arena where any game is played. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. 1:18 left here on the penalty as North Quincy breaks out as Gilmore is getting a little attention. And Brian McLean comes out to center this power play. Okay, draw control by McLean. Gets it over to Valpondo. Valpondo dumps it in. McLean rushing in. Mark Holmes in on defense, tries to get it out. It gets by Matty Rodriguez. Or it's picked up by number 12, Cody Holmes. Does a little stick work, gets it out. Draw back control by the Red Raiders. Get it over again to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes it in the center ice. Tries to make a connection. Tries to make a connection with Brandon Whitehouse, but is unsuccessful. Okay, looks like Gilmore is okay as he's coming back out. 2:06, 44 seconds left on the penalty. 1-0 Plymouth Eagles over the North Quincy Red Raiders. Puck just to the right. Draw control by North. Gets it up ahead to Whitehouse. Whitehouse going into the corner. Gilmore on one side, McLean on the other. Everybody bunched into the corner as Valpondo can't quite make the play. Tries to forecheck ahead by Rodriguez. Plymouth controls the puck. Great save! Great save by Brundage. It slipped behind him. Slipped behind him. But he got it with the glove hand. Was not a goal. And we're going to have a draw. So we got a little bit of pushing and such. Not a penalty to Plymouth here. As North Quincy now will have a 5-on-3 for 18 seconds. A lot of room here. And they will have been on the power play for the last 3 minutes. Draw control by the Red Raiders. Valpondo with the puck. Tries to get it ahead. Does get it ahead of Gilmore. Gilmore lets it go. And Remy again makes the big save. Gilmore cruised in. Let it go. Picked his spot. Remy put the glove up and come up with it again. So we'll try it again. 5-on-3 for 4 more seconds. Draw control by the Raiders. Valpondo bringing it in. Tries to get it over to Rodriguez. He can't get it away. Back in front to Rodriguez. Brandon Whitehouse with it. 5-on-4 now. Trying to get it in front. Glenn with it. Gets it to Valpondo. Glenn trying to bring it in. Brings it in. Tries to get it in front. Can't. Picked up by Valpondo. Valpondo tries to throw it in front. Can't get it through the maze of Plymouth Eagle players right in front. Now here comes Plymouth. 45 seconds left in the period. 35 seconds left on the power play. 1-0. Plymouth Eagles, who have done a tremendous job here in the second period, as they've withstood every attack by the North Quincy Red Raiders. Draw control by no one. Here comes Gilmore. Gilmore with the puck. Gets it in front, throws it up at Remy, but Remy again makes the save. Gilmore again tries. Gets it over to Valpondo. Valpondo gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez lets it go. Gets by Remy. Valpondo picks it back up again. Gets it back over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it out the back to Gilmore. Gilmore lets it go by. Picked up by Whitehouse. Now Valpondo cruising in. Penalty over. 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the period. As Plymouth withstood everything the Raiders could throw at them. And that's the buzzer to end the period, a scoreless period. Very well played and hard fought period. So as we go to the locker room, at the end of the second period, the score is Plymouth 1, North Quincy nothing. We'll be back shortly for the start of the third period. Hey, welcome back. This is Bill Graney along with my cameraman Pete Doherty here bringing you the action at Quincy Youth Arena between the North Quincy Red Raiders and the Plymouth North Eagles in the opening round of the South Sectionals of the Massachusetts State Athletic Association Hockey Tournament. The score is 1-0 on a goal by Plymouth South in the first period. Plymouth North, rather. Scored by number 3, Dan McGinnis, with assists to Tim Hitchings and Zach Pretty. That's been the only goal. Both teams have been played just intensely. Both periods up and down, fast pace. I expect nothing else but a wild, wild third period of up and down hockey. First of all, as the Raiders try to get this game tied, Plymouth tries to get themselves a little bit of a cushion. All right, draw control by Plymouth. They brought it down. They got a quick shot on Brundage, but now the puck's back out into center ice. McGinnis, and Holmes out there for Plymouth against Reardon, Gilmore, and Rodriguez. Puck thrown in front as Plymouth's digging, but Brundage finally gets a grip on it as Plymouth has started off in controlled play in the opening 30 seconds. Draws just to the right down in the far corner, to the right of Brundage. Gilmore on the draw, tries to get it out. Whitehouse and Rodriguez on the wing. Puck control by Whitehouse. Gilmore skating a little gingerly as he took a hard fall just as the second period ended. Was off for a little bit, but he's back. We'll have to wait and see how he responds, as there's a little bit of a pace to his giddy-up, but here he comes. He's breaking in all alone, controls the puck, gets it in on Remy. Remy never saw it as it just trickled by him. If that puck was on the net, he might have banged one home. Plymouth now picks the puck up as Jamie Wood tried to take it down along the boards, but he couldn't. It was thrown back down to the Plymouth end, where it's picked back up by Captain Matt Holmes. Mark Holmes, rather. He throws it out. We have another whistle, and we're going to have a draw right here in the neutral zone. A little bit of feeling out again as the period opens up. In a very well-played, hard-fought, clean game. As Plymouth just got another penalty. Plymouth, probably their 7th or 8th penalty of the game. I don't know how they survived, but they have. There's been some fantastic penalty killing. And some great goaltending by Jordan Remy, but here we go again. 1:17 left on the power play. Draw control by Nolan, now controlled by Plymouth. Gets it out to Valpondo. Valpondo gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it up and throws it in behind the net. And we got an icing as he was behind the red line, didn't quite realize it, threw it down in and picked right up by the referee. We're going to bring the draw back down to the North Quincy end. Still plenty of time left on this power play for North Quincy to see if they can mount some kind of an attack. Draw control by Plymouth. They skate it back, right back out of the zone. Now it's dropped in. Gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming in, trying to go coast to coast. Still takes it over to the corner, looking for a little help. Can't find anybody. Picked up by Trevor Richardson. Richardson and Whitehouse. Richardson has it behind the net. Trying to get it in front of Gilmore. Can't seem to make any kind of a connection. Gets it up to Valpondo. Valpondo's closing. Lets it go. Blocked by number 6, Jamie Wood, on a nice play. Valpondo still has the puck. Bringing it in all by himself now. Fires it in, and Remy's up to the task. Nice save by Remy. as Valpondo fired it in. 21 seconds left on the power play. 12:15 left in the game. Plymouth 1, North Quincy nothing. Opening round of the South Sectionals Division II of the Massachusetts State Athletic Association Hockey Tournament. Draw controlled by no one. Valpondo loses it to Zach Pretty. Pretty brings it back down, but here comes the Raiders flying up again. Nice play. Couldn't get the shot off. Nice play. Draw then controlled again. Tim Hitchings trying to bring it out. He's going coast to coast. Splits the defense. Gets it in front. Kicked aside by Brundage as Brundage makes a nice save. Great rush by Hitchings, but he just lost temporary control of it as it was going down in front of Brundage. Brundage kicked it aside. Draw just outside the North Quincy bench as there was a little contact in front of the net and it became a jar, so it makes it a neutral zone face-off. .11:39 left here in the game, 1-0. Very well played, hard fought game. McGinnis and Holmes out there for Plymouth. McLean, Glenn, and Whitehouse out there for the Raiders. Puck thrown by Plymouth down behind Brundage. Picked up by Jake Mulaney. Mulaney throws it up along the boards trying to make a connection with Rid. Can't get a hold of it. Glenn loses control. Good strong forecheck by Brian McLean. Back out into the neutral zone where it's controlled by Plymouth as they're trying to dump it down, but they can't get it. Now it's picked up by Alstead. Alstead skates it down in the corner. Tries to throw it in front, but can't make a connection, and here comes the Red Raiders. Very strong hit. Nice clean hit by number 12, Cody Holmes. As they couldn't make a connection. We got another icing as the Raiders have now iced it 2 times in a row. 11 minutes left in the game. The question is whether the pace of this game is going to catch up to one of these two teams. Only time will tell. As I said, 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in the game. Raiders. Puck controlled in the neutral zone, picked up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking ahead, can't make a connection. Here comes Gilmore. Gilmore trying to do it by himself, can't. Fires it high over Remy's head. Remy doesn't see it. Picked up by Valpondo. Valpondo throws it in the corner. Nice job by Valpondo trying to keep it in. Puck thrown back out to the neutral zone. The Raiders Mulaney tries to dump it back in, but we're just playing a little bit of back and forth in the neutral zone. But here comes Plymouth breaking down on the right. Tim Lawrence tries to get it out in front, but he can't. Puck thrown back out as North Quincy's been hanging a player to see if they can get something going here, but they haven't been successful. And we had a little bit of a rush, but an offside call. .9:52 left. Silver, Fagoli, and Cosgrove out there for Plymouth. Draw control by Plymouth. Gets it back to Danny Alstead. Alstead throws it up where it's picked up by Valpondo. Valpondo gets it over to Chanette. Red Raiders appear to be pressing a little bit as they're trying to get the equalizer. And we got an offside called on the play, and we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Draw control by Plymouth. Danny Alstead picks it up, takes it down, throws it behind the net. Strong forecheck by Fagoli. Fagoli keeps it in. Puck over in the corner. Here come the Raiders breaking out, trying to get it ahead to Rodriguez, but they can't. North Quincy trying to keep a player high as they're trying to spring somebody to get the equalizer. See if we can get this, see if they can get this game tied up. All right, here comes North trying to get it out. They can't. They've started to slow down a little bit as maybe this frantic pace of the first two periods is finally starting to catch up. 8:51 left. Puck behind the Plymouth net. Kept in by North Quincy. Picked back up by Rodriguez. Tries to throw it in front. Where it's picked up by Whitehouse. Whitehouse tries to throw it in front. Picked back up by Rodriguez. Here comes Plymouth breaking out. Tom McGinnis takes it to his right. Tries to make a move, but a nice defensive play by Jeanette. Jeanette throws it back out in the neutral zone. Picked back up again. We got a whistle. We're going to have a draw right in the neutral zone, just to the right of the Red Raiders marking here at Quincy Youth Arena. As I've said, please don't forget, we're going to be with you hopefully a week from Saturday night. You'll be able to see it a few nights after, but mark it down on your calendar. Come on down. It's always a bang-out event. The Guns and the Hoses, the Quincy Police Department's hockey team versus the Quincy Fire Department hockey team. In a fantastic charitable event that raises thousands of dollars for local charities. Puck controlled by Plymouth. Big bang up there over in the corner. And now as this game's starting to get a little rough. So we got a little bit of aggression going on here. As we got Gilmore going out just after a major non-call on a high elbow by one of the Plymouth players, but sometimes the referees don't pick up the first hit, they just get the second one, so the Raiders will be going. Plymouth will be going on the power play. 7:57 left here in the game. Plymouth 1, North Quincy nothing. Draw control by no one. Thrown back down in the end. McGinnis controlling the puck. Trying to get around Jeanette. Jeanette playing him tight. Drop puck control by North Quincy. Here comes North Quincy back out. They're on the kill, trying to kill off the penalty. Puck picked up by Hitchens. Hitchinson brings it behind the net. Gets it ahead to McGinnis. Here comes McGinnis flying through center ice. Brings it to his right. Picked up by Jeanette. Jeanette takes him right off in the corner. And a nice play by Captain Jeanette. Captain Kevin Jeanette playing an outstanding game on defense as he tips that puck high up into the roof. 7 minutes left. 1-0 Plymouth. Plymouth with 34 seconds left on the power play. Draw control by Plymouth. Fires it in. Knocked off to the side on a nice shot by Mark Holmes, but nobody there. Here comes North Quincy. North Quincy throws it down in the end. They're on the kill. As they're controlling the time right now as they try to kill off the last 12 seconds of this power play. They're doing a very good job on the penalty kill. Throws it in on Remy. Remy controls it. 2 seconds left on the penalty. Now we're all back at full strength. Oh! Gilmore coming in. Remy put the arm up. I can't believe it on another save. Goaltender Jordan Remy. He has been the star of the game, bar none. As North Quincy has been blistering this young man with shot after shot, and he's probably playing the game the game of his high school career, and he picked a great night to play this game. 1-0, 6-17, packed Quincy Youth Arena. Not a soul's leaving the building. Draw control by Plymouth. Picked up by Hutchings. Hutchings tries to throw it in the end. Picked up by Jake Mullaney. He throws it out to neutral zone, and we have a whistle. 6:03 left, 1-0 Plymouth. The clock now starting to become a factor for the Red Raiders. Gilmore and McGinnis on the draw. Puck control by Plymouth. Now picked up by the Raiders. Jeanette tries to get it in the center ice, tries to make the connection with Gilmore. Here we go, 3-on-2. Thrown back out. Kept back in. Now picked up by defenseman Tim Hutchings. He throws it out in the neutral zone. We're going to have an icing, and we're going to have a draw back up here in the Plymouth zone. A picture can tell 1,000 words as you look at these kids, and they're going back and forth, up and down. A tremendous effort by both teams. Draw control by Plymouth. Breaking it out. Jamie Wood gets it right, passes it over. Wood gets it right back, comes in underneath. Still has control of the puck. Strong play by Wood, gets it up ahead. To Trevor Richardson. Richardson tries to get it in front, can't. Thrown back out. Nice play by Plymouth. Puck goes back out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Jeanette. The clock approaching 5 minutes. And there we are. We have a whistle with 5:01 left in the game. 1-0. Plymouth North Eagles. Puck thrown down, deep into the Plymouth end. Whitehouse on the draw, tries to get control, can't. Picked up by Gilmore, here comes Gilmore, he's all by himself. Takes 3 kids, picked up by Valpondo, he throws it in. Kicked aside by Remy, another nice save by Remy. Rodriguez scores for the North Quincy Red Raiders, and we have a 1-1 game. As Plymouth tried to get it out, Gilmore kept it in, got it over to Rodriguez. It was 2-on-1. He come in along the side. Put it in between the pad and the near post. Made a nice goal. It's 1-1 with 4:28 left here in a barn burner at Quincy Youth Arena. That was it. Quincy goal. North Quincy goal scored by number 8, Matty Rodriguez, on an assist by number 22, Brandon Gilmore, as the Red Raiders tie this thing up with 4 minutes left in the third period. 4 minutes left in the game. Rodriguez trying to get it in. He's got it back in front again. Rodriguez with the puck in the corner. Digging, working hard, gets it out front. Picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore lets it go. Great save by Remy. Remy's keeping his team in this game, as North Quincy picked the pace up in the last 15-30 seconds ago. They've revitalized and got a little bit of energy. 3:45, 1-1. Great game here. Draw control by North Quincy. Jeanette gets it, loses out of the zone. Valpondo throws it back in. All the Raiders got to clear. Here comes Plymouth trying to get out. Hitchings takes a look, loses control as he couldn't get a hold of it. Picked back up by Jeanette. Jeanette throws it in. Valpondo now on the puck, now gets it back in front. Loose again, scored off Quincy. As the Raiders have scored 2 goals with 3 minutes 20 seconds left in the game in the last 30 seconds. Gonna have to wait for the announcement. But North Quincy has suddenly scored 2 unanswered goals and lead this game 2-zip, 2-1 now with 3 minutes 20 seconds left, and Plymouth calls a timeout. That was goals by number 18, Trevor Richardson, with assist going to Glenn. Number 4, Glenn. And number 2, Brian McLean, as North Quincy has suddenly come alive and scored 2 unanswered goals in the last 5 minutes to take a 2-1 lead with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. But there's not a soul leaving this building, as this building has become electric. Everybody's up in the stands. Both teams, both student bodies are screaming as they attempt to ignite their teams. North Quincy to stick to their pace, and Plymouth looking to tie it up. 3:20 left. Draw control by Noah. Now the puck's in center ice. Picked up by Alstead. Alstead throws it in, and Plymouth scores! Plymouth scores to tie the game as he throws it in front to Alstead. And it looks like it was scored by number 3, Dan McGinnis, and it's his second goal of the game. It was scored by McGinnis. And now we're back to a tie game, 2-2. In what was a very, very low scoring game for 41 minutes, as we now had 3 goals scored in the last 3 minutes. Puck control by Plymouth. Taken by Rodriguez. Kicked aside by Roy. Gets it out in front. Trying to get it back in front again. As we're piling up in front of that Plymouth net. Great save by Roy, 2:52 left. In what has been one whale of a high school opening round state South Sectional Division II. Couldn't ask for anything more. Everybody in this arena is getting their money's worth. We got the student bodies on edge on both teams. The parents jumping up and down. Here comes North Quincy again. Another save by Roy. Two minutes, 41 seconds left. Glenn McLean and Whitehouse out there. Valpondo and Chenette on defense. Puck kicked ahead to number 21, Timmy Lawrence. Tries to throw it, goes just to the right of Brundage. Raiders trying to get the puck out. Hitchings throws it back in behind the net. Valpondo trying to pick it up, gets it over to Chenette. Here comes the Raiders breaking out again, but we got an icing as this thing goes the length of the ice with 2 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the third period. Left in the game, rather. I recall 2 years ago when we were in here when North Quincy and Quincy High played in the first ever state playdown game here held at Quincy Youth Arena, and that game was right up there as one of my top 10. But this game has been just the same. This game's going to rate a little bit above it. as this game has been up and down at high speed, high intensity, all 3 periods. I don't know where the kids got their energy tonight, but boy, have they come to play. 2-2, 1:47 left here in the 3rd period. Plymouth controlling the puck, get it up way high. Looking for Cody Holmes, but they couldn't quite make the connection. 1:35 now left in the game. 2-2. Both teams battling hard to try to get the game winner so we don't have to go into overtime. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens as the puck deflected in front of Brundage, and Brundage was right up to the task, and he made a great save right there to keep his team in the game. 1:18 left. 2-2. The North Quincy Red Raiders and the Plymouth North Eagles in a barn burner here at Quincy Youth Arena. North Quincy calls timeout. As I look around the rink, not a soul's leaving. They're packed 4 and 5 deep along the glass. No room in the stands. 1:18 left in what has been a fantastic opening round game here at Quincy Youth Arena, as both Plymouth and North Quincy have played tremendous games. Total heart and effort gone into this thing. It's going to be a crushing blow for whoever loses this game, but neither team's going to leave this rink with their head hung. 1:18 left. 2-2. The Plymouth North fans screaming, "Let's go Eagles!" as the Red Raider fans on the other end of the rink respond. Draw control by no one. Now picked up by North Quincy. North Quincy trying to get it out. Here they come. Whitehouse overskates the puck. Picked back up by Gilmore. Looking for Rodriguez. He just throws it in. Rodriguez going up along the boards trying to get a hold of it. Can't get a hold of it. Now does get a hold of it and throws it behind the net. Now we're going to have the strong forecheck by North Quincy as they try to take command, but they can't. 52 seconds left. Valpondo throws it in. Now it goes down behind the nets. Creeps out in front, but nobody home there as they try to throw it out and they can't. North Quincy again clears the zone. 38 seconds left. North holding on the puck. Tries to get it in front to Rodriguez. Can't. 30 seconds left in the period as the Raiders try to keep it in. Rodriguez steals the puck. Tries to keep it in. Can't. Valpondo throws it in. It trickles just by as it hits the skate of Tommy McGinnis with 15 seconds left. 13 seconds left in the period. Puck control by Plymouth. They throw it down. Maybe time for one more rush by them. They throw the along the corner. Valpondo throws it high up. That ends it. 2-2 end of the third. We're going to go to sudden death. I'm not 100% sure what the procedure is here, whether we're going to make a new sheet of ice.
We'll have a 3-minute break, at which time teams will play an 8-minute sudden death period. With the game still tied at the end of that 8 minutes, there will be a 5-on-5 shootout.
All right, I just got the announcement from the booth, from the MAIA upstairs. There's going to be a 3-minute break in the play. We'll play an 8-minute sudden death overtime. If at the end of the 8-minute sudden death overtime we're still tied, we'll have a 5-on-5 shootout to see if we can pick a winner. So we're going to take a little break here. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the overtime. Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're going to play an 8-minute sudden death overtime. First team that scores wins the game. If this game goes scoreless the next 8 minutes, we'll have a 5-on-5 shootout to determine the winner. Here we go. Draw control by North Quincy, thrown deep down into the Plymouth end. They have the puck right now with Jeanette. Tries to throw it back into Rodriguez. Here comes Plymouth breaking out. Plymouth loses it on the way down. Now it's thrown back out into the neutral zone where it's picked up by Zach Ritty. Zach Ritty gets it to McGinnis. Here comes McGinnis. He lets it go. It's blocked by Valpondo. Valpondo throws it out into the neutral zone. Plymouth controlling the opening minute here of the overtime as North Quincy first threw it in. But here comes the Raiders trying to get it ahead to Rodriguez. They got their number one line out there right now. Puck now dropped in. Rodriguez Gilmore trying to get off. They get him off. Here comes Plymouth trying to break up. Puck control by North Quincy. North Quincy loses it. Now picks it back up in the neutral zone. Thrown back in. Richardson, Trevor trying to pick it up. Can't get a hold of it. Gets taken by Plymouth. Here comes Cody Holmes breaking out. He's trying to turn the corner. Throws it across. Slides completely across the front of the crease. Now back in front. Was tried to be tipped by Jamie Wood, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now it's thrown back out into the neutral zone. Plymouth now throws it back in the end. Now it's picked back up by the North Quincy Red Raiders. They get it in the zone. Thrown back in by Trevor Richardson as the Raiders try to change up, try to get it ahead to McGinnis. McGinnis takes it over in the corner, looking for his brother, Dan, who's already scored twice. Puck control by North Quincy. Now North Quincy gets it out of the zone. No call. North Quincy now throws it deep into their own end. 5:40 left in the overtime. Puck control by Plymouth right now as they're trying to break it out. Good back check, picked back up by McGinnis. Here comes McGinnis, takes it to center ice, lets it rip. Where it's picked up by Brundage. Brundage controls it, and we're going to have a draw just to the right of Brundage. As Tom McGinnis brought it down, let it go, but Brundage was up to the task. 5:25, 2-2, sudden death overtime here in the opening round of the Division II South Sectionals of the Massachusetts State Hockey Tournament. Referee sets him up. Draw control by North Quincy. North Quincy takes it behind the net, trying to get it out of the zone. Brendan Whitehouse picks it up, but it's stolen by number 12, Cody Holmes. It's number 6, Jamie Woods, trying to get it in front, but he can't get it in front. And here comes the Raiders. Here comes Gilmore, trying to get through. Can't quite get it through. Great rush by Brandon Gilmore, but he just lost the handle just at the end and couldn't get a shot off. 4:49 left here in the sudden death overtime. Puck control by Jeanette behind the net. Jeanette throws it up along the boards, tries to get it to Brendan Whitehouse. It gets by him, Brandon Whitehouse. Now it's taken by Plymouth. Picked up by Timmy Higgins. He throws it behind the net. Picked back up by Jeanette. Raiders trying to get it out of the zone. 4:26 left here in the sudden death overtime. Picked up by McGinnis. McGinnis steals it. And a great save! A great save! Save in the overtime! Kept his team in the game. Fantastic save by Matty Brundage. As Tom McGinnis brought it in, threw it at him, kicked the rebound out. His brother Dan picked it up, and Brundage made the save on the rebound. Game-saving save right there. That would have been it as this is overtime. Draw it down in the North Quincy end. Picked back up by Plymouth. Plymouth keeps it in. Puck goes behind the net. Dan McGinnis with the puck, trying to throw it over to Tom McGinnis. Can't make the connection. Puck back in front. Dan McGinnis picking it back up again. High up over the glass. And we're going to have the face-off right outside the North Quincy zone as Plymouth was last to touch the puck as it skipped up over the glass. 4 minutes left. Sudden death. 2-2. And one of the most well-played and and wide open state playground games we've seen in a long time as far as speed and intensity, up and down. This game has been going at 100 miles an hour since it started. 3:50 left. 2-2. Plymouth trying to get it out. Can't. Picked up by Whitehouse. He throws it back in. Rodriguez on the forecheck. Tries to steal it. Stolen by Gilmore. Gilmore picks it up. North Quincy wins the game. 3-2. As you see the excitement there at center ice. Brandon Gilmore picks up the loose puck after Jordan Remy had made 3 or 4 fantastic saves. Saw the hole open net, fired it, and the North Quincy Red Raiders advance with a 3-2 victory. As the Plymouth team skates to see their goaltender, their heads are hung low right now, but this is a team that deserves to be proud. That's a coaching staff that's proud. One fantastic game. 3-2 North Quincy, as this game was a complete game from start to finish. Jordan Remy probably played a magnificent game. I don't know them that well. I've not seen the team, but this has to go down as one of his biggest performances. Fantastic job by both teams. Now, as a tradition in hockey, from all the way from youth hockey all the way to the pros, the traditional handshake at the end of the game. A tremendous, tremendous game. A tremendous effort on the part of the Plymouth North Eagles. A tremendous effort on the part of the North Quincy Red Raiders. It's a shame that this Plymouth team has to go home. They've been eliminated in a very well-played, hard-fought game. So as the players leave the ice, all I can say is thank you. Thank you to my cameraman, Pete Doherty, who did a great job. Thanks to all the people at Quincy Access TV. I hope you enjoy this game when you see it on TV. Please don't forget the Guns and the Hoses, March 7th, right down here at Quincy Youth Arena, one of the city's biggest charitable events. Please come down and participate. So that's it for now from Quincy Youth Arena. Final score for the final time in overtime. North Quincy 3, the Plymouth North Eagles 2. See you next time.